Good day, everyone. I am Jessamay Sparsha, and today I will be discussing three complex problems involving the chain rule and including algebraic and trigonometric functions. So each problem will demonstrate how to carefully apply the chain rule and in one case combine it with a product rule. So before we do the solving process, let's first discuss our objectives or what we aimed in this discussion or in this presentation. So we aim to understand how the chain rule works in complex situations, apply it to the algebraic and trigonometric functions, and use it together with differentiation rules. So the chain rule is used when a function is composed of another function. We differentiate the outer function first and then keep the inner function unchanged and then multiply by the derivative of the inner function. But in complex problems and in complex problems this process may be repeated multiple times. So let us move on to our problem number 1. We are given y equals to the quantity 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4 raised to the fifth power. So this is a composite function. So we apply the chain rule. To begin, I let the inner function be u equals to x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4. This allows me to rewrite the function as y equals u raised to the fifth power. Next, I differentiate the outer function. The derivative of u raised to the fifth power is 5u raised to the fourth power. Then I differentiate the inner function. The derivative of 2x cubed is 6x squared, and the derivative of 5x squared is 10x, while the constant becomes 0. So the derivative is 6x squared plus 10x. Finally, applying the chain rule, I multiply the derivatives. So it can lead us to the final answer, which is y prime is equal to 5 times the 5 times the quantity 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4 raised to the fourth power multiplied by 6x squared plus 10x. Now let us proceed to problem number 2. So we are given y is equal to sine times the quantity of 3x squared plus 1 raised to the fourth power. So this problem is more complex because it contains multiple layers, so we apply the chain rule twice. But the first step I did on this problem is I identified the outermost function, which is sine u. So I let u be equal to the quantity of 3x squared plus 1 raised to the fourth power. So as we all know, the derivative of sine of u is cosine of u. And next, I differentiate the inner function again. I let v be equal to 3x squared plus 1 so that u becomes v raised to the fourth power. The derivative of v raised to the fourth power is 4v cubed and the derivative of v is 6x. Now I multiply all the derivatives together. So this gives us the final answer. So as you can see on that screen, our final answer is y prime is equal to 24x times the quantity 3x squared plus 1 raised to the third power multiplied by cosine of the quantity 3x squared plus 1 raised to the fourth power. So as we notice or as we know, these examples clearly shows how the chain rule can be applied multiple times in one problem. So to proceed, let's solve our problem number 3. Suppose we are given y equals the quantity x squared plus 1 raised to the third power multiplied by sine of 2x squared. Since two functions are being multiplied, we use the product rule together with the chain rule. Recall that the product rule states that the derivative of u times v is equal to u prime v plus uv prime. I let u be equal to the quantity x squared plus 1 raised to the third power and v be equal to sine of 2x squared. So first, I differentiate u using the chain rule. So the derivative is 3 times the quantity x squared plus 1 squared multiplied by 2x. Next is I differentiate v. The derivative of sine is cosine. So we get cosine of 2x squared multiplied by the derivative of 2x squared, which is 4x. So now applying the product rule, I combine both of the results. So the final answer is 6 times the quantity x squared plus 1 squared times sine of 2x squared plus 4x times the quantity x squared plus 1 cubed times cosine of 2x squared. So that's all with our solving. So again, to go back, we noticed that the last problem, which is the problem number 3, it shows how the chain rule can be combined with other differentiation rules. So after solving the three complex problem, we now discuss the common mistakes when we are doing or doing the process of the chain rule. So some common mistakes include forgetting to multiply by the inner derivative. We sometimes skip the steps and incorrectly applying the product rule. So to avoid this, always identify the inner and outer functions. You have to identify it clearly and solve it step by step. So for our conclusion, the chain rule is powerful tool for solving composite functions. It can be applied multiple times and combined with other rules to solve more complex problems. With enough practice, these types of problems become easier to manage. So I hope that the solution I give you is very clear, and thank you for watching.